Welcome back, everybody. Back with some more Starsector. So we got some stuff in the last episode, and I don't know what any of it is. So, I can just right-click it, spin it up during combat maneuvers, adjusting the frequency of the probes. Adapted from dry field stabilizers, it would create hyperspace fractures, which would cause terrible damage to normal space structures. Spaceships, for instance. Design type, Shrouded Dweller. Right-click to analyze these things. Okay, well I have 3 of these, so I'm going to right-click it. You join your technology officer and engineering chief in a small briefing room overlooking the shop bay dedicated to what has euphemistically dubbed special salvage. What on earth is this? Has suited technicians attend to the containment machinery, stepping over coils of tubes and wires. A mess of makeshift components were pulled from the common microforged libraries, then torn apart and re-engineered to operate in this unusual, even extraordinary application. Engineering wears a frown, tapping and tripod as they observe the ongoing work. Tech can barely contain their excitement. Sir, they say. What is it? Exotic matter, Tech exclaims. Engineering interrupts. Another way of saying we don't know what it is and it doesn't act how physics says it should. Your technology officer begins again. Enthusiasm tempered somewhat. Obviously, I was about to, sir. Tech turns to face only you, perhaps to curb further interruptions. Analysis is preliminary and proceeding. A quick glimpse at the frowning engineer. Carefully. What is it? Your engineering chief makes a show of looking to Tech expectantly, mouth quiet, intentionally shut. It appears they've had this argument already. As Tech passes a look of consternation back towards your chief engineer. In truth, I could not say exactly, and unfortunately, we're not equipped to perform a full scientific investigation. Clearly, it is part of, or a product of the hostile force which we bested. But to know what it is, you need a full science team and laboratory facilities to even begin to approach the right questions, to say nothing of answers. Like Galatia Academy? Yes. Although, your engineering chief answers, yes, there's nothing like this in public archives. The Glacier Academy is supposed to be neutral. But as you know, the hegemony will reach in and put its hands on the controls, so to speak. If it sees something it doesn't like, the hegemony doesn't like disruption, and this, the hand is extended to indicate the contents of the work bay. The Tech nods in agreement. The Ministry of Technology Standards would surely seize such specimens. I could not say what they would do with them, but we would not see them ever again. That much is certain. Try Tachyon then. Yes, their facilities would be more than able to perform this research, and they are likely to pay very well. If what they say is true, what exactly do they say? The company pays very well indeed for unique specimens. Artifacts, domain tags, xenobiology, anything unknown to the present Persean sector. Anything strange which might demonstrate uncommon principles or serve an unexpected use. Is it valuable? Extremely, Tech answers, exchanging a look with your chief engineer. If the energy output ratio scales as projected, it's dangerous, engineering says. It's almost too easy to build a weapon with this substrate. Imagine if the Pathers... Yes, another Marath. Yeah, Tech interrupts. As with any applied technology sufficiently powerful, it could, sir, to answer your query, yes, extremely valuable. Is it useful? Very. Your technology officer exchanges another look with engineering. In my professional opinion, when stabilized and provoked, it appears to create energy from somewhere else or transform it, enhance it. The gain is spectacular. Your chief engineer steps forward. That test with the laser cutter would have blown a hole through the hull if we were not following protocol by using a blast plate backing the test zone. Look, I did concede, you were correct. So he tried to use the laser cutter and it almost blew up the ship. Can it be destroyed? It is essentially unstable. If left alone without containment, it will fade away, withdraw slowly. The process is non-linear and appears to accelerate given time, although it's hard to measure exact terms of mass, volume, or output. It all just becomes less. Can it be weaponized? Tech looks at engineering, who can barely suppress a grin despite previous aeroskepticism. Your chief engineer nods and flips the tripod around. It's pretty simple, sir. Scale up the testing rig using modified common equipment to produce outputs in the combat application range. A robust chassis is not difficult. We are already equipped to repair modular components of most weapon systems using microforged components and existing supply stocks. They pause, looking into the workbay once more. The key is this substrate. It provides the core, the amplification, the transformation. Tech speaks. Using sensor data recorded during our encounter with the hostiles, we believe it is possible to reliably reproduce certain effects which have been observed. The schematics scrolling before you are complex, but you recognize the conduits and capacitors common to energy weapon mounts. And something strange at the center of each design. Some beating heart which does not belong with these human creations. You trust your officers enough not to ask if the projected power outputs are in error. You've already seen what these things are capable of. Show me what you can do. Sir, they say, shrouded substrate available 3 units. Select weapons to... Oh. What, pray tell, are these? What is this? Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Small or medium weapons. They're energy weapons. They don't shoot very far. And their flux usage is hot. Fires at the nearest target close to the weapon's current facing. Able to target phased ships. Always hits and targets weapons and engines on ships. Hits on hull and armor cause the weapon and engine repairs to take 2 times longer for 5 seconds. Oh my goodness. Hits phased ships? Hungering Rift. Sin feeds upon sin, evil feeds upon evil, ever fattening upon itself. Naught of the soul remains. Wow. Hesperus from the Archives of the Holy Inquisition. Okay, so this is a synergy weapon. Requires energy missile synergy slot. Counts as missile. Range 2000, damage 600. Shoots every 2 seconds. 600 hit points. Slow. Good tracking. When impacting hull or armor, heals one of the Shrouded Dweller projections on the battlefield for 1,000 points. What? What? Okay. This is a hybrid weapon, energy weapon. 600 range, very low. Shoots a lot. 500 damage per second. Anti-shield, perfect and fast. Accuracy, turn rate. Shoots 6 times. Oh my goodness. So a rat-a-tat. And then obviously, this is the one I like the most because it's EMP damage. And yeah, it looks biggest. Fires an EMP arc at the target and opens a rift that deals damage. in an area around the point of impact. The arc may miss depending on exactly where the weapon is pointing and can pass over friendly units. Every 2 seconds, fires 500 damage and 1000 EMP. So yeah, build you one of those. Confirm. Gained 1 Rift Lightning. Okay. What's this? Find your technology and their deep discussion of the special salvage bay. A cloud of exotic material could be held within a short flickering hyperspace gradient. Theoretically, it would build up as a charge as outgoing projectiles traverse the imbued field gradient, and theoretically that charge could be sustained and directed at nearby hostiles. Almost shrouded thunderhead. Theoretically, engineers' arms across below a very skeptical look. To operate during combat, modifications have to be made. Shield emitters, dry field, inertial suppression. I'll need to perform some tests. Engineering finally notices you observing with your approval, sir. You consider the undeniably possible that the Ludic faith would view any use of this technology as literally demonic. You could be declared a heretical outlaw and hunted by the Knights of Blood and Ludopath alike. Submit a combined report. Will proceed theoretically. So we got a hull mod. What about you? Okay. This lens, a working term of course, does not operate in normal space as such. Tech is deep in lecture mode over an arcane hollow diagram. You can tell they've been talking about some minutes from engineering's impatient eye roll. It could be in place deep within the hull in a specially stabilized cradle for safety. Engineering appears pained at the describing this proposal as safe. Proceeds without acknowledging any objection. Spin it up during combat maneuvers, adjusting the frequency of the probes adapted from the dry field stabilizers. It could create hyperspace fractures that would cause terrible damage to end-space structures, starships for instance. Now, for obvious reasons, the theoretical range is infinite. A weapon with infinite range? Both jump at your words. Standing at attention, sir. They say in uncharacteristic unison. Engineering takes the opportunity to finally get a word in. Accuracy decreases intensely. A sharp harmonic progression, but this means anything beyond mid-range combat parameters will effectively create an energetic burst at a random spot somewhere within N-Space universe. They side-eye tech. Just another blip of cosmic background radiation. Tech looks like they might say something, but no words. Practically, it can only target reasonably nearby hostiles. Armor mod shrouded lens. Huh. Okay. So we got some hull mods. And we're in Syndria's space. Let's go. That was 13 glorious minutes. Just glorious. Okay. Here, have all this crap. I need people. I need more people. No, not them. I need more gas too. Can I have the gas? And can I have all these? No? Okay, I'll just take your gas, and then I'm gonna sell you a bunch of stuff. I'll use that cool weapon. Yeah, I don't need a bunch of these. Good enough, good enough. Don't need that. Don't need that. This is a wild weapon. I'm gonna keep these. I mean, I know them both, so I can sell them, right? Sure, just don't sell them to the pirates. Yeah, and I can sell those and these and these. I have 7 of these things. I don't even know what they are. Okay. Okay. Show me Rift Lightning Weapon. See, this thing has 1,000 range, which is really good. Rift Lightning Weapon is where? Oh, 20 points. My goodness. That's expensive. I'm gonna put it on. I want to see what it does. Pylum's fire forever. Hyper velocities fire forever. Giga cannons fire when I say so. Let's try it out. No, we're gonna do this. Actually, PD lasers will be on 7. Oh, it's awesome. Suck it, Trebek. Suck it, Trebek. You'll never hurt me. It's the coolest thing ever made. That damage. Oh, I definitely want 2 of them. It's so cool. Alright. Turn on all the guns. Fire! Why are they on alternating fire? I want them on the same fire. No. I'm gonna force these? How do I fix that? Like non-alternating fire? Oh. There it goes. There. Yeah, it's better. Okay, so we're gonna keep that. Then there's these fancy new these things. Cannot be installed on a phase ship. Requires a shrouded lens and a shrouded thunderhead. Okay, can we install them on the main ship? Because this sounds like fun. Ooh, what? Ooh. Requires fragment swarm hull mod. Fragment coordinator? Requires fragment swarm hull mod. F for fragment. Also, okay, I'm getting way too distracted. Let's see. The lens, in the loosest sense of the word, focuses on nearby objects, seemingly at random, deals 75 energy damage and generates 75 flux. The rate of fire on the sides of the ship hull mod has been installed on cannot be turned off during combat operations and continues to function even when the ship is venting or oh my goodness, I want it. What is this? The amount of damage and flux generated depend on the size of the ship and hull mod installed. It fires rift lightning bolts at locations recently hit by ship's weapons. Oh my goodness. I want both of these. How do I get them right now? I build things into that ship. Oh my, I want them so bad. Let me... I want them so bad. Where's this fragment swarm? 30. Base number of fragments will be 100, and replacement fragments are launched. The hull mod required for fragment weapons to function. If the hull mod is not present, then there are not fragments in the swarm. Fragments weapons will be disabled. Maximum combat radius reduced by 20 and increased maintenance cost by 50. Oh my goodness, if you built it in. Alright, so what I'm thinking is fragment swarm would go on this guy. So like, hear me out. Let me just come on, let me take these out. Fragment swarm, right? And then increases the size of the fragment swarm and then makes more fragments. So then I can use fragment weapons, cause now we have fragment weapons. This is anti-armor gun. What are them fancy fragment weapons? Are they energy weapons? You're a terrible use for this. Alright, so never mind. We'll take all those out. Let me put the things that I had back in, and now I forget what they were. What did I have in the ship? Expanded crew deck. And stabilized shields. Alright, let me... Man, I just want everything. That's not a fragment weapon. This is a fragment weapon. Fires a barrage EMP marks local targets. Okay. What are the other fragment guns that I have? I have no idea. Requires fragment swarm holders 50 fragments. Can control 4 frag swarms concurrently. But will wait to launch new ones until the existing ones are done. Limited ammo 30. So it's a limited ammo 30. I don't know if it replenishes. It will always launch swarms. And what do the fragment swarms do? Do I have 2 of those? I have 8 of those. They cost 20 points. These weapons are too cool for my brain to comprehend. I am struggling to comprehend super weapons. Anti-shield weapon. You can add you in. It's your anti-armor weapons. You're super cool. You also shoot 900 and you're 5-second shot. These shoot way faster. Also, these weapons are amazing. Ooh. Ooh. Seeker fragments. These are small. These are medium. I'm gonna take these off. And I'm gonna take off... I don't know yet. But I'm putting the fragment swarm on my onslaught. It doesn't protect the ship, right? I launched 5 times a second. And there's bajillions of them. So you got the fragment swarm now. With 100 fragments, and you replenish maybe 5 a second. And then I take these fancy kinetic fragment launchers. Or do I use these special launchers? 50 fragments per. Or I use this 5 fragments. Or a second reload. And there's the seeker fragments. They're super cheap. Uses 10 fragments. I have 3 of them. And then I have the other one. I have so many of these. What is this? 6 fragments per shot will fire off up to 50 fragments if available. Deals no damage versus shields. This deals 600 damage. This is 10. Defabrication swarm. It just keeps firing. Attacks targets close range, eating through its armor, dismantling the hull once it's exposed, and creating new fragments that return to augment the ship's swarm. There's an unstable fragment. Unguided after brief initial damage. Does 750 damage. He just uses fragments and fires bajillions of them. I guess I'll launch a kinetic fragment. Okay, this is... Maybe this is fine? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Just light this guy up. Whoa, you got fragments. They're all over. Now, are you gonna throw the fragments like crazy? Yep. I don't know what just happened there. The fragments died. Fragment missiles. It costs no flux, just send them out like crazy, bro. The ship is covered in fragments now. Wish I had better fragment weapons. They're missile hardpoints, so like... Maybe it doesn't make sense to give one of these guys a fragment swarm. Maybe it makes sense to give one of these guys a fragment swarm. Okay. Because like... having all this heat to throw is pretty darn strong. Alright, let me try and do one of these guys. Just all this stuff come off. Let me figure this out for a second here. Fragment swarm is 18, so that will have to come off, that will have to come off. You're getting 60 fragments and 3 a second. And I got all these wonderful, wonderful weapons, so we could like do all kinds of things. This is not a fragment. That's an anti-fighter fragment. You are fragments that don't hurt shields. You're anti-shield fragments. So what if I do like a bunch of these? 5 fragments. Secondary fragments deal 100 kinetic per impact. 5 fragments per shot. So they do, there's 4 of them maybe? I don't know. Like 300 hit points. Secret fragment is armor damage. So why don't I do this? We're full up. And then maulers. So now all of your damage here comes from your fragment swarm. And let's see how this works out. Oh, I love it. The ship looks so ridiculous. And now you get a party with your fragment swarm. Yeah, throw fragments at him. Yeah, get him. Knock his shields down. Get him. Get close. Just whip him. Those fragments don't do much. Oh, they actually do. Oh my goodness. Okay, this kind of works. Let's go faster. Yeah. Fragment him. Screw the Reapers. Throw fragments. My goodness. I never thought I would say that before, but yeah, screw the Reapers. Go fragments. Let's see if it gets a little better if I do this. This, you know, this might be a little better. Because you remember in the other build, you're struggling to fight those Dominators. Dominators are strong, man. That's why I use them as the... Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, there you go. So that's a little quicker. I mean, it's just mountains of anti-armor damage. Now you throw fragments. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Okay, I want another one. I want another one. Turn that into you. Turn this into fragments. How dare you? Fragment swarm. 18 points. Can't build it in because it's too costly. Alright, fragment swarm you too. These have to come out. We can build stuff into it, but there has to be other things. And then the fragment swarm. Oh, I have another. Good thing I have enough. Solar shielding. Bring that down. Fragment swarm. Because I have enough of the fragment fabricators. And now I have no more of these weapons. Oh wow, okay. Can I make you a fragment ship too? No. Okay, so that's done. Now I would like to build in mods. I need to build into you. I don't have the story points. I need 6 story points to build it. Oh, I can change this mod. Yeah, let me build all this stuff in. I thought I changed that, so it's only 2 per. But it's clearly going up, and I hate that. Ow, my brain. Flux dissipation, really good. Building you in would be ideal. Building you in, not ideal. Real interface is good to build in. I gotta wait. I gotta get you into more battles. Yeah, 2 of the 3. And then these guys, they're gonna fight in pretty much every battle, so the fragment swarm exists. I don't want to increase maintenance costs, so we're just gonna have to pay for it. I can put the stabilized shields in, and then get like the thing back, the thing we're looking for. Okay, so oh, you're mothballed. I forgot about that. Same with you. Repair ship. Alright, so if I was gonna put things on it, I do like... Let me take out the nav relay and put in the abomination device. This shoots... How often does it shoot? On nearby, seemingly at random. Rate of fire, 4 attacks a second. You shoot things that I've already shot. How often, though? Bolts are not triggered by weapons dealing soft flux damage, such as beams, so only the main weapons. And it does 500 damage. It's so much damage. I want to see what this does. It's random, so fire off random damage. Listen, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna fly up to it, I'm gonna hold... Oh my goodness, we're amazing. I love this already. I'm holding fire. Come here. Shields up. Speed game up. What's the range? What's the range? Oh, holding fire holds fire that too? You said I can't control it. Obviously I can. Alright, let me turn off all the weapons. Fire. It doesn't seem to want to attack him. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that is super close range. Look at that distance. What was that, 300? Am I on... I'm on regular speed. Yeah, that's super close range. I am not a fan. This might be 300 range. From the Giga Cannons. Which I think that's where it's firing from. It's like, that's 400 range. That's... Maybe it was 500 range. I don't know what this guy's doing. Alright. Super cool, but that range is awful. Casualties are increased. Alright. Let me try the other one. Let me try this one. This one hits things that I've hit. So I can fly in. There it is. The beautiful shroud. And then shield up. Let me turn off the rift lightning so I don't get confused. It doesn't work on beams, so let me turn off the beams. Let me turn off the PD lasers. Let me turn off these beams. There we go. Now you see it. It's again 400. Oh my goodness, that damage though. Are you gonna lightning bolt them or what? Missiles apparently don't count. Yeah, I'm a little confused. I mean, this is good, but it's like, it's not at the same time because the range is so awful. Can you hit him from back here? Because it says like things you hit. Okay, never mind. No, never mind. This is the one. This one's amazing. Yeah, because it's still lightning bolting him from way down here. Alright, see you later, nerd. Alright, that's the one. That's the one I want. Nav relay, be damned. Oh man, putting that on everything would be so good. And we can build it in... Holy Toledo. Okay, I don't know what this is. Requires at least one active... What is this thing? I have no idea. Can be used to create a wormhole terminus at a stable location. Initial activation requires antimatter in the form of starship fuel. Requires at least one other active and synchronized terminus to use. Okay, well, I'm going to end the episode here. We're going to go back and fight those guys. Because I'd like to fight them. So we'll see you next time.